You see us eating abacha, you're like, oh, I miss abacha. No, not that kind of missing home. Miss home to the point that you want to come back home. Do you know how many we are in this country? We are too much. Those people that believe that we're going to stay here, we're going to toil, we're going to work, we're going to make this country work. Hello, welcome to the channel. You guys, in this our generation, right? It seems like one of the decisions you have to make being a Nigerian in this present Nigeria is the decision to japa or not to. You know how they say it is japa season, right? Yes, no jokes. Then when you finally decide to japa, you now start thinking, where am I japaring to? Do you get? Then if you're not married, I want to japa, for instance, to a particular country and that country is not opening way for me, I can decide to japa to the country close to it so that after a few years, I can japa to my correct destination. It's easier when you're not married or when you don't have kids. But when you get married or when you have kids, when kids especially, when children are involved in the picture, japa is not just japa. You have to, if you're living here, you have to be living to somewhere that is, you know, you're thinking of your children. Is this place conducive for children? Can I raise a family here? Will my family have a good life here? Will my children actually enjoy being here? You get, is this place good enough to raise kids? So your jackbarring thinking has intensified. Guys, this japa discussion, it's something that is very frequent now in a lot of homes and in a lot of minds in Nigeria. So I was watching Nezeville, her video yesterday, and I was just listening to her talk about the whole reason why she would japa or not, like the reason why she didn't want to japa, and now thinking about it years later and thinking, did she make the right decisions for her children? You get? And I think that's what goes on in every parent's mind, because if you're in Nigeria, for instance, and Nigeria is treating you just okay, and you have a good life here, you think you're okay, and you think your children you can afford some things for your family. Now also thinking, am I making the right decisions for my children? Like in 10 years time, would I be happy that I left my children here, that I had an opportunity, especially if you had an opportunity to leave the country but you felt like you had more prospects here? In 10 years time, in 5 years time, would you be happy that you took that decision to stay? Nezeville, she's doing well in her career. She feels like she's putting in the work that will make her, you know, that she feels like she has a good life here, and left for her, she feels like Nigeria is her thing for now, you get? But for someone like me, who Nigeria is not doing any good for now, I had this conversation a while ago, and I said, you know how it feels like for our generation, right? This is like a very tough regime, and all that is really tough on Nigerians. And I know that Nigerians have always been jackbarring, but I don't think there has been this intensity of jackbar in somebody's mind, in people's minds, as it is right now. So like, people always used to travel, used to always leave Nigeria, but not as much as right now. It's just like a do or die. Like, we have to go, we have to go. Maybe we're going to have people who are going to come and rule the country, and things are going to get better. We want to hope, but trust me, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, even as I want to hope, I just feel like, what if the next batch of people are even worse than these people? Because it is a possibility in Nigeria. Nothing is impossible. The next batch that might come might even do worse than these people. I'm not praying for that, and that is why some people who are abroad will actually be like, let me japa, let me relocate, and be hoping and praying for Nigeria to get better from a better place. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I know that a lot of people who are out not in Nigeria, they still think of Nigeria, they still want Nigeria to get better, because it is where you're from, you understand? You can't help but think, even if you give birth to children who are now citizens of somewhere else, it's just really like your roots, so you always want it to get better. I was saying that someone like me, who I don't think that Nigeria has done anything really good for, 5 years in the university, studying a course for 5 years, then you're out, and it's been years I've been out of the university, and let me tell you guys something. It's not like there has been jobs and you applied for jobs and you didn't get the jobs. There are no jobs. You now see applications online, you know, then maybe all these federal government jobs and all that. When you apply for these jobs, in fact, I feel like you see the crowd of people that go to apply for those jobs. You know that you have to know somebody that has to know somebody before you get the job. I'm not saying people don't get jobs without knowing people. I'm saying that that's more possible in the private sector. So like, I know that if maybe I was not in Nigeria, I would have a job, then I think like my problem would be I don't like the job. I want to get a better job. But you have a job that at least you're using to pay your bills before you choose to start looking for another one. Let's just say maybe something that you prefer. But it's not the case in Nigeria. And it's just it is a mess. It is a very big mess. So when I see people who say I want to, move and just go and start hoping where I am, I really don't blame them. When I was listening to Nezeville and she talked about her career going well for her and everything, I felt like I was on a different page with her because no career is going well for me anywhere. And hey, I too sabi book to not get work. Oh my god. Like, and at this point right now, I'm just really thinking of doing my own stuff. But I know that if I had an option of getting something like a paid employment, I would take it for the time being while I'm trying to build my own stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think like in Nigeria, it doesn't give you that option. You don't have that option to start doing something and work on their dreams and build their dreams from, whilst doing what is paying them. So it's just the Nigerian situation. So I see why people just don't think of Nigeria, they just want to leave. But I want to talk about the fact that sometimes also I hear people say you are living for a better life. But I really also still think that better life is relative. And when people say we're living for a better life, I'm like, is it really a better life for everybody? Or is it just, I don't know how I'm going to put this, because like I said, better life is relative. And I'm not saying people don't go there and prosper, but I'm not saying that some people actually still go there and struggle. There's struggle everywhere. But I feel like because that place is working, you can struggle and there can be yield. Maybe because this environment we're in is not working so much, so you can be struggling and there's no yield. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you're abroad, let me know, please. Do you think you made the right decision? Do you miss home? I don't mean miss home like if you see us eating abacha, you're like, oh, I miss abacha. No, not that kind of missing home. Do you miss home? Not when you see us going to the market, you say, I miss. I understand. I know that you guys miss home that way, and that's cute and all that. I mean that you miss home to the point that you want to come back home, and you just feel like where you are is just not where you should be. If you had an opportunity here with the way Nigeria is, I'm not saying that things have gotten better with the mess we are in right now, and you are paid a particular amount, or you had a business that was going to boom here, would you relocate? Would you come back, or maybe start up your business? Even when your kids are grown up, you could send them to go school abroad, maybe just give them that opportunity for themselves. Because I feel like most people who have chosen the path of staying here, their mindset might be, okay, I've chosen to stay here. My kids don't have to make that same choice as I have. Maybe when I can send them abroad to go school, I could. They can take it up from there, choose whether they want to live here or live there. So yeah, let me know if you who is not here anymore, you would come back. Like if you had an option, would you come back? And if you are in Nigeria here, let me know if the Japa thought is in your mind. Like, I know a lot of people say I don't want to Japa, I don't want to Japa. Are you among those people that don't want to Japa, that still believe in Nigeria, like believe that Nigeria is going to work, believe that you can stay here and fix Nigeria? And something else I also always say is that no matter how much the Japa trend, we cannot all Japa. We are too much. Do you know how many we are in this country? We are too much. Nobody, no country can accommodate all of us. And that's why this is where we have to build after a Japa. You guys, seriously, I'm those people who believe that I can build Nigeria from not being in Nigeria. So no, trust me, I don't think I'm at that point where, like I said, when you have kids, you begin to think. I think having kids also humbles you. You understand, and makes you think further. You're now thinking, okay, I want this life. Is this life good for my kids? You understand? And I'm not saying that you have to jackpot to have a good life, and that's why I said that having a good life is relative. It depends on what having a good life means to you. But we all know that most times abroad, most countries have more a better system than we do have. You understand? So if you're in Nigeria and you believe that Japa is not for you, please let me know in the comment section. Those people that believe that we're going to stay here, we're going to toil, we're going to work, we're going to make this country work. If you're in the comment section, raise your hand up. Let me know why you think this country is for you. And if you were abroad, and you relocated back to Nigeria. I want to know what happened. Like, seriously, what happened? Why did you relocate? Why did you come back to Nigeria? Do you regret that decision? Because I was watching a YouTube video and I read the comments. I always read comments. I love reading comments in other people's channels too. And I saw somebody was talking about him regretting going abroad. I watched this video months ago, and in the comment section I could see a few people talking about the fact that they've been abroad for years, like 20 years, and they feel like that 20 years later they feel like they could have stayed. You understand? They feel like they could have stayed back in Nigeria because they feel like they see their somebody said in the comments that his counterparts, he left when he left, they become big boys in their field and they can send their children to school abroad, and they have the life where you're close to your family, where you're close to your relatives and all that. You know, he just feels like they have it all. You understand? They have the joy that comes from being at home, and they have the success that he went out to look for. Do you feel that way if you left, especially if you stayed for a very long while? Like, do you feel that way, like that you shouldn't have gone? And please, I really need us to answer all these questions, because trust me, this Japa discussion is a very intense discussion right now in Nigerian families and Nigerian homes. So a lot of people want to know. I'm not saying that your decision might actually just influence somebody, or your information, something you know about the whole Japa thing might help somebody either make that decision or think deeper about it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you still believe in Nigeria, let me just really know in the comment section. But I really just hope that things just get better in this country, whether I'm here or not here, anywhere I am. Really just hope that things get better in the country, because even if you're not here, you want to come back and really feel safe in your home. Called home is supposed to be somewhere that makes us feel safe. We're supposed to feel love here. We're supposed to feel, we're supposed to feel safe at home. And even if you're not living here and you come back for 2 weeks, those 2 weeks have to be like maybe the happiest 2 weeks of your whole year. I feel like that's what home is supposed to be about. So let me just know what your thoughts are about this in the comment section. Are you going to Japa? Are you going to be here and just fix everything? Whatever decision you finally decide to make, just make sure that it's what is best for you and your family, because it's so easy to follow the bandwagon. It's so easy to think that something is good for you and it's actually not good for you. Japa is good though. Japa, Nigeria no work. That's my advice if you can. What kind of motivational speaker am I? Okay, but seriously, just make the decision that is best for you and your family. Do what really makes you happy, because happiness is relative. So I just came here to just talk my talk, and this has been a very long talk my talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, please. I'm going to see you in my next video. Until then, take care and be safe, and Japa if you have to.